places we live and in the stories that people forget to tell.
Welcome to Folklore and Facts. Grandma's getting to the bottom of it.
I'm AJ.
I'm Jen.
And this season, we're chasing some Revolutionary era stories for America's 250th.
With facts, folklore, and plenty of rabbit trails.
If you like hidden history and good stories, subscribe and come along with us as we get to the bottom of it.
Find a cozy corner and get comfy. The legends are wild and the grandmas are wilder.
Welcome to Folklore and Facts. Grandma's getting to the bottom of it. I'm AJ.
And I'm Jennifer. This is season 2, episode 1. And yes, you can see us now. Kind of scary, but
Yeah.
stick with us.
Right, we're going video. Now, if you're on Spotify, you can still listen to us there, but you can now also watch us on YouTube. This is exciting for us.
Absolutely. But in case you see lighting that looks like we're telling ghost stories, we probably aren't. I mean, maybe around Halloween.
That's happened.
It does happen, and we love a good ghost story.
Yeah.
So if you have anything, let us know in the comments. But there's going to be some editing. Now, AJ is an editor. She's an editing guru. I just want to give her the props.
There's definitely a learning curve, and I'm on it. It'll go up here, but I'm on the curve here.
Absolutely.
I'm learning. But if you have any tips, just drop them in the comments or something. Get a hold of us and let us know, because I'm open to hearing anything that might help.
Yes, we're definitely kind of giving ourselves the push to learn something new. I'm going to give a shout out to Seth real quick too, because he came and helped us, talk to us and encouraged us to start the video.
Yeah. And this is, outside the comfort zone.
Absolutely.
Definitely. It'll be neat. Well, I don't know if I'm going to say neat, but to come back and watch this once we've got a few more episodes under our belts here and see, hopefully, some huge improvement.
Well, and there might be bloopers at the end too, so stay tuned for that. I guarantee you there's going to be some bloopers.
Yeah.
And keep in mind that we know we're telling some stories. We don't believe that we know everything. We don't think that we are the experts. Never. But we're just history lovers, and we just like sitting around and talking and coming up with great ideas. And that's why we're here, because we love some history stories.
Yeah, yeah. And we've got the first one coming up this season. Our next episode, episode 2 of season 1, we're talking about Elizabeth Goss. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be interesting, because she's not the kind of person that you think of when you think of a Civil War patriot, or not Civil War, Revolutionary War patriot.
Right.
Yeah.
We think about the idea that a lot of people in history have been forgotten or overlooked, sometimes marginalized. And so this is going to be a really great story for that.
Yeah.
And there's a quote that says, Elizabeth Goss is the kind of person who makes you realize that history was carried on the backs of families.
Right.
So, because, she was actually, she took part in the Revolutionary War, but it just is indicative of how this was a family effort.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, even today, when we talk about our, Army, our soldiers and sailors and such, their entire family is part of the effort.
Absolutely.
The people that are still back home are part of the effort. And this, I guess, the Civil War and the Revolutionary War were different because the war was here.
Yes.
And that made, that the families were in it.
Right. They were able to come along
just by default.
And
they were there.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
Absolutely. The wars that have taken place overseas, the families are still a huge support, part of the support.
Right.
But they're not necessarily thrown into the thick of things, but it's still
a
family effort.
Well, because somebody has to keep the home fires burning. Somebody has to keep the house going. Someone has to make sure the bills get paid and take care of the children.
Yeah.
And so that's a great example, which you've lived through this
a little bit.
And so that it is definitely a family effort, a community effort.
Yeah. That episode is going to be really cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. Very excited.
Yeah. And that's sort of leads into what our entire focus of this season is going to be on. Now, we're not giving up our, the folklore versus fact moments, or our myth checking, myth busting.
Yes.
Or the real life connections and talking with our veterans of other wars. Well, obviously other wars.
Right.
We're not talking to any.
No, if we're talking to people from the Revolutionary War, it's a ghost story.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're going to bring in some of our guests too, that may or may not talk about things with the Revolutionary War, but a
Right.
big part of the focus this season is going to be on the patriots and even the troop movements through this area, because most of the patriots came and settled here after the war.
Right.
They were, they fought in the war and then came to this area.
Right. But we're super excited because AJ and I are both very proud that we have Revolutionary War ancestors. And we've also, I mean, we've had some connections with the Du Bois area DAR, and we're both, planning to join this year in celebration of the 250.
Yeah.
And so we're just really super excited about this 250th anniversary. And we know that there's people out there. If you have a Revolutionary War ancestor and you want to talk to us about them, just let it in the comment section. We can come to you, or you can come here to Urban Manor, whatever works.
Yeah, because we want to kind of spotlight some of the overlooked people.
Yes.
The women, the families, and everyday citizens, just the local heroes, the people that
absolutely
aren't necessarily in all of the books that we read.
Right. And even though I have to say, like, I'm a huge lover of history textbooks, but we're really, like you said, we're looking for kind of sometimes the forgotten or overlooked stories.
Yeah.
And so, because sometimes they're so interesting and you just can't believe that these people lived these lives and did these incredible things and that nobody knows about them.
Yeah. And when you can come up with a more personal or local story, you feel more connected to the whole overall cause.
Absolutely.
Everybody can talk about George Washington, which actually there are a little bit of local connections there.
We have local connections.
But you can talk about so many, Paul Revere and so many of the other people that everybody knows about that are connected with the Revolutionary War. But when there's somebody that lived here afterward, or their family came here afterward or something, and it's just that connection is a little bit more real.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about things like the quarries and maybe the Prohibition era. We're still kind of looking for some good information on that, the local ties to.
We still have, the Prohibition. There's more to dig into that.
Yeah.
We still have more to talk about the Pattons and the awesome Patton family from here in Curwensville.
Yeah. And probably some people that maybe you haven't heard of, probably haven't even heard of. There's some names that I hadn't known, and not that I'm a history guru, but I've read a lot about it, and I didn't know about these people. But we have some guests coming in to talk about some really cool things.
Yes, we're pretty lucky because I think when you're a history lover, sometimes you're lucky enough that you bump into other history lovers, and we know that they don't all have time to come and talk to us, but when they can, it's really fun.
It is.
It's really fun.
And a lot of times people don't want to come and talk, and especially now I think that we're going video, it's scary for us. So I know we're going to have guests that are maybe not really wanting to be on camera, and that's fine. They can come and talk to us, give us information, help us. If we can quote you, that sort of thing.
Right.
But anything that can help. We love that. We love anybody that can help us learn.
Absolutely. That's what we're here. We're here to learn and dig in and find out, is this a myth, or is this something that actually happened?
Yeah.
And then we want to share it with you folks. But if you folks have things to tell us, you can please share with us.
Yeah. Especially when, any of the weird details.
Absolutely.
Some of the things that make a story stick.
Yes. Yes.
The
absolutely.
Forgotten people, forgotten connections.
Absolutely. I think Elizabeth Goss, I think people are going to be really surprised about what she did.
Yeah.
In her story.
Yeah. And we try to make this not like a lecture. This is like storytelling hour, or not usually an hour. We won't hold you that long, but we do story class with rabbit trails.
Absolutely.
We're bound to go down one at some point.
We're going to go down the trails. We're going to go down the holes. We're going to be talking all around it. That's what we do here. That's what we do.
That's right. So we're keeping our same vibe that, we're just turning up the storytelling and just looking at, the big PA 250, America 250.
Yes.
I mean, I guess they've broken it down to, there's a PA 250.
Right. Clearfield County 250.
County, yeah.
Yes.
So that was one of the things we've already done too, is the history trail. Visit Clearfield County did their history trail. We recommend maybe wait till the weather turns, because you never know what the roads are going to be like right now. But go do that trail. Go to visit Clearfield County. Their office right now is out by the old Tractor Supply Plaza. Pick up a pamphlet where they have the list of all the places that you visit. Check them all off. You send in like a picture to them and to show that you were there. And in the end, you get a really cool mug, which I should have brought mine. I don't have the right
that's
mug
what
here
we should
today.
have done. Next time we'll have our 250
There we
mugs. That's
go.
what we're gonna do.
Yeah, but we did
And
that trail. It was so much
it
fun.
was so much fun. And
Yeah.
living here most of my life, and there were so many things that I've never visited,
Yeah.
things that I didn't know about. And the people that visit Clearfield County are really friendly and helpful.
Yeah.
And it's just a great thing to do.
Yeah. And it's not something, I mean, you probably could do it all in one day. That would be a long day.
It'd be a long
But
day.
you break it up into,
Mhm.
a weekend here and there,
Yes.
day here and there. And, some of them are going to be closer to you than others, and you can, hit a couple at a time even.
Mhm.
But we had a lot of fun with
Lot of
that. And it's
fun.
just like a really neat way to, experience the history and see some places that are still there. Some of them that will be there for a long time because
Right.
they're being preserved. But there's a couple of the places that maybe aren't going to be there forever.
That's true.
So that
And you're going for a ride in your car. If you live in this area or if you visited this area, absolutely beautiful. The
Yeah.
scenery here is just so enjoyable to get to go learn some things, see some new things, but also just enjoy the car ride.
Yeah, and we did it in the fall, so that
Oh,
some of those
yes.
views were spectacular.
Spectacular.
In the spring, it'll be wonderful
Oh,
too,
my.
because coming from this bleak
Oh, yes.
winter, when you see
Yes.
that green,
Yes.
that'll be pretty to do that then too.
Absolutely. Can't
Yeah.
wait. Can't wait for
Yeah.
some spring weather.
Yeah, so that's what this season is kind of be our focus. That's
Mhm.
what we're going to be up to, and we
Mhm.
want to share with you. So especially now that we're new here on YouTube, I hope you subscribe, click the thumbs up and like, and follow us on Spotify as well if you're not
Mhm.
watching on YouTube, and leave a review, because that's going to help a lot to help us grow our channel and make sure that everybody that wants to migrates over from
Mhm.
Spotify to YouTube so they can find us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and then also, tell us who we should cover. If you have, the
Yes.
ideas, help us.
Yes, absolutely. We're always looking for interesting stories or
Yeah.
myths or legends.
Yeah. So you can help a lot. Even just give
Absolutely.
us the idea. We
Absolutely.
love to do the digging and researching, but
We do.
yeah, give us a hand that way. And like I said, like
Mhm.
and subscribe. And next up is our deep dive on Elizabeth Goss.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah. So see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Thank you, AJ.
Thanks. So that's it for this week's episode of Folklore and Facts. Grandma's getting to the bottom of it. We're Jennifer and AJ, two history-loving grandmas, just sharing what we find.
We are independent. We are not speaking for any of the organizations that we're affiliated with, and we are always learning.
So if we missed something, please just tell us nicely.
And if you've got a story idea or you want to be a guest on the show, just let us know in the comment section.
And if you want more stories like this, subscribe so you don't miss the next one.